the thoughts that keep coming to me today are Scott and Beverly, they're at peace. I know that. I know that they're at peace.
That is the reaction from Melissa Bragman, widow of one of the victims of the Superbike murders in 2003, after Todd Kohlhepp pleaded guilty to 7 counts of murder and many other charges.
He admitted to killing 7 people over more than a decade. This was the culmination of a dramatic set of events that started with his confession last November.
It also included Kohlhepp's admission that he killed 4 people at a motorcycle shop in 2003 and also killed the boyfriend of the woman who was chained inside a container on his property in Woodruff last November.
And, of course, the killing of a husband and a wife who were doing work on that same property in 2015. 7 News reporter Brianna Smith was in that courtroom, and she's joining us live to tell us why the solicitor prosecuting this case decided not to go after the death penalty. Brianna.
Amy, it was a really tough day in court today, but to have these 7 murder cases all closed shut in just a little over 6 months is nothing short of a miracle. But there are several questions that still remain about this case. And today we got new answers on the Superbike Motorsports murders and what the killer knew about the case.
I don't have any question in my mind that this is the individual that took their lives.
Todd Kohlhepp, the man behind the murders, the man that held so many answers for so many years.
It's been a tough 13 and a half years.
Now with a plea, a closed case.
This was a death penalty case, no question about it. But it's not fair to these family members to wait years and years and years for justice.
Not just an estimate, but a truth. In 2001, solicitor Barry Barnett helped get Richard Moore, a man who killed a gas station clerk in 1999, sentenced to death. Moore is still awaiting a date of an execution. And in the Superbikes case, it would have been even tougher.
13 years is a long time, keeping evidence current, keeping track of it. And obviously there was all kinds of leads and all kinds of things that was discussed in the case. And it's always a challenge. But like I said, we was willing to take that challenge if we needed to.
The mystery of the Superbike Motorsports death consumed this community. And then Kohlhepp, arrested on the eve of the 13th anniversary, finally gave investigators the information that they longed for.
They ran the ballistics as well as the casing of the bullet. There was 2 different shell casings that was used. He knew that.
But that wasn't the only thing. Kohlhepp also told investigators that he used his knuckles to avoid fingerprints throughout the shop and exact locations of where each body laid and where the gun that took 4 lives ended up.
He had broke it down, actually thrown it away in trash there at his apartments.
Cold-blooded details that also described the very man that committed the crime.
To me, he's a true psychopath. He is a person that will never show you emotion. To do what he did, you'd have to be. So he deserves to spend the rest of his life in prison.
Like I said, a really tough day today in court. We were the only news station there as Kohlhepp was put in a Department of Corrections van, taken to Columbia, where he will be evaluated, and they will decide which prison to put him in, Tom. And then he's going to be part of the general population. We're live in Spartanburg County tonight. Brianna Smith, 7 News.
Brianna, Kohlhepp's mother, Reggie Tagg, died last month. If she was alive and this case had gone to trial, do we know if she would have been called as a witness?
Well, Tom, you know, we have seen so many death penalty cases in Spartanburg County. Barry Barnett said today he's tried 8 since he's been the solicitor here. Those cases have to be airtight. They would have needed her as a witness on the stand to be able to interview about what this case was and what Todd told her. Without her, it would have been really tough to get that conviction on the Superbike murders.
And you learned something we haven't heard before about the Superbike crime scene. What was that?
You know, we've talked so often. There were over 500 leads in this case, but they always got back to that point about it being an angry customer. I know you know that, Tom, but this is one clue that gave that away. There was $10,000 on the cash register at that place, and nothing of it was touched. So they know that this was not a robbery from the beginning. They were looking for an angry customer, and it turned out they knew exactly who they were looking for in the end.
Well, quite a day in Spartanburg County Court. Brianna Smith, thank you.
Now, the woman who was held captive by Kohlhepp was not in that courtroom today. Kayla Brown wasn't there, but the sheriff, Chuck Wright, says Brown will receive the Superbike reward money. One of her attorneys, David Wyatt, said today in court that he spoke with her on the phone today and he called her a survivor. And he says she made it a point to bring Kohlhepp to justice in the murder of her boyfriend, Charlie Carver, and for the other victims, too.
She's a survivor. She's going to continue to work to be healthy, and she wants to make a difference in the world. I think she already has.
Wyatt also says his client is seeking help for severe post-traumatic stress disorder and some other issues, and is looking at additional education before she returns to the workforce.
Now, a recap of what has happened today. At a hearing in the Spartanburg County Courthouse, Todd Kohlhepp pleaded guilty to 7 counts of murder, each with a consecutive life sentence, 4 counts of weapons possession. Plus, he got 30 years for criminal sexual conduct and another 30 years for 2 counts of kidnapping. He accepted a plea deal that would send him to prison for life without parole.